Okay, I'm going to share my screen real quick and get started with um, just some housekeeping stuff. So, team call Thursday, June 4th. It's crazy. It's June. We're almost halfway through this year. Just want to recognize all the coaches that we welcomed to our team in May. 58 new coaches. Seriously incredible. And so many of you guys already like rocking and rolling, hitting Success Club in your first month in May. I know we had several success starters month one. So that's just super amazing, and just continuing to see so much growth in our team, which is so fun and awesome. So welcome all of our new coaches. May Success Club, you guys freaking crushed it. You would never know that there was a pandemic and everything else going on. I had 173 lives changed from this team in May. So absolutely incredible. So proud of every single person, whether you helped one person or a bunch of people, you know, Taylor rocking it in that top spot there. So let's see, new rank changes this week. Congrats to Amy on achieving Emerald this week. We're so proud of you. That's amazing. And here are just kind of an overview of all of our current paid ranks as of this morning. So everyone kind of holding it down. So proud of all of our girls who, whether you're Emerald, like say our new Emerald, and then all of our girls holding Diamond as well. You guys are crushing it, and just continuing to see rank advancements every single week has been so fun. So keep doing it, keep inviting, keep welcoming new people to our team like you already saw, and just helping people get started. Just a few announcements. These are just kind of an overview of June, and I know this is in our team page header as well, but just a reminder that the Summer Strong sale is happening. So $20 off all completion and challenge packs. Make sure you're taking advantage of that. They extended it. That's a huge blessing. So make sure you're using that. Weekender kit is launching on Monday, which is super awesome. So make sure you have, whether you're going to post in your challenge group, if you're not in the challenge group with me, you're going to send an email to customers or whatever it is. Make sure you know about the Weekender kit. It's super awesome. You can get basically a little sample of every single thing that each, like all of our nutritionals. And this is like a game changer for your business, seriously, to get people to try stuff. I have customers all the time asking about trying different products. So this is going to be like a huge deal. So even this weekend, maybe pop something into your challenge group. Make sure they know that this is launching Monday. And then make sure you grab one on Monday. I should know this. Sorry guys. The price of it, but I think it's like, let me look real quick, unless someone wants to pop it in the thing, $25. Yeah, like for everything that you're gonna get. And it's gonna be one energized lemon stick, one energized fruit punch. Sadly, it doesn't have mixed berry yet, but we will survive. You get two recover packets, a hydrate packet, and then one of each beach bar. Like, so awesome for $25. So grab your own. I know even if you have all that stuff, if you don't, this is an awesome opportunity as even a coach to try all of those products so that you know how to talk to customers about them. But even if you have all that stuff, buy one, because you can show what it looks like. You can take some pictures. It's going to be really awesome. So that is launching on Monday. I don't know what time. Probably in typical Beachbody fashion, it'll be at like 2 p.m. in the middle of the day on Monday for us Eastern folk. But just a heads up, salted caramel Shakeology. I know that's not coming up this week, but it will creep up on us. So start kind of dropping hints that it's coming on your social media, in your stories, stuff like that. I'm sure it will sell out. It sounds freaking delicious. Stephanie should be getting, did you get your email today? Where as elite coaches, we get a few samples sent to us. So I got my email today, so I'm excited to try it. Apparently you didn't see that email yet. Check your email. Yeah, we got an email that we will be getting 3 packets of it. So I'm excited to try it and let you guys know how it is. So I will give you all the tasting flavors, and you can start talking about that, because that launches on June 23rd, and that's going to come way quicker than you think. So last thing for our team book club, we're still holding strong with reading stories that stick. I know Whitney has really been leading us in that, which has been awesome. So posting weekly on Sundays, kind of some reflection and stuff. So keep doing that. I know it holds me accountable for my personal development. And for this month, we'll probably give everyone like another week to get the book and get started. But we're going to be reading Fear is My Homeboy. So as a team, if you want to order that book, I'll make sure to post a picture of it in the team page so that if you don't know what the cover looks like, but it's called Fear is My Homeboy. That's what we're going to be reading for June. So that's all of our announcements. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Stephanie. I'm super excited, you guys, like these accolades that I cannot wait to say to you guys, and then I just can't wait to hear what she has to share. But she, I just saw today in our Southeast page, she locked in her lifetime 7-star, but already a 9-star qualification. So just continuing to move up, continuing to help leaders show up on her team. Not only that, but for any of you guys that are new on here, if you did not know, every single time that you hit 2-star in your business, you get to open up another business center, which basically just means you get to completely duplicate yourself. For our team, we're going to be hearing all about that in 2 weeks. But she has her second business center that is a 3-star. Then she has her third business center that is a 2-star, which means that she got to open a 4th business center. So there are 4 Stephanies in like that Stephanie operates. So freaking cool. She is a 3-time elite coach. She just hit 1,000 coaches in her downline. So like you guys, everyone clap for that. 51 months in Success Club 10. Woo, I'm out of breath. She is a 3-time C-section mama, and she is going to bring the fire tonight. Just kind of sharing with us about like hustling, momentum, getting out of your own way. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And can you unmute yourself? Yeah, perfect.
Take it away. Guys. Okay, if you know me, you know that it is my daughter's bedtime, but she refuses to not go to sleep without a boob in her mouth. So she's awake. She'll be here. She's right on the floor. Let's see how this goes. I have put together, can you make me the host or add me as a co-host or something so I can share my screen? I put together a fun little presentation tonight. So we're going to talk tonight a little bit about how I have seen success in this business. People ask me all the time, like, what did you do? What did you do differently? And I get that question a lot from people who were coaches and then quit before they saw the success. Or I get it from new coaches being like, how do I get to where you are right now? So raise of hands, who isn't where they want to be in their business yet? Perfect. I need you all to get a piece of paper and a pen. And I want you to make 2 columns. As we're going through this call tonight, we're going to make lists, 2 lists, okay? On the left side, things I'm great at. So if I'm talking about something and you're like, oh, I'm actually really good at that, give yourself the credit. It's okay to be good at things. It's actually great to be good at things. And then on the other side, it's things I need to work on. What are you going to hear tonight that is something you can actually put into, I need to work on this mode? And what happens when something goes on that piece of paper? When something goes on there, do you hear her crying already? So when you write something down, I don't want you guys to write it down. By the way, meet Abigail. This is Abigail. She's crazy. So when something goes down on this paper, things I need to work on, I don't want you guys to just leave it there on that piece of paper. Go work on it. Do a YouTube tutorial. Do 50 YouTube tutorials. Get on Instagram. Get on a training. Get somewhere and figure out what you need to do to get better at whatever that is that you wrote down, okay? This is going to be our action list, something that we can actionably take after this call and work on. All right.
It said you're the host, so I think.
So I have to let people in too?
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I just need to do it. Okay. I think I can share my screen now. Okay. We good? Can you see my screen?
Yep. And it says that you're still recording. So go for it.
Okay. So how to succeed as a coach. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. What I've done to see success in this business. And we're going to nurse while we do this because, mom life. Okay. Oh, where we go. So I know Morgan introduced me a little bit, but my name is Stephanie Mayelke. I am a mom of 3. I have had 4 pregnancies. I did have a miscarriage. I have had 3 C-sections. All 3 of my babies are C-sections. My kids are, Christian is 5, Finley is 4, and this little girl is 8 months old. I've been married for 6 years. I'm from the Western New York area, but my husband is from the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area. And we honeymooned in South Carolina, fell in love with this area, and decided to move here. So that's how we got down to South Carolina. I have my bachelor's degree in journalism, and I have worked in marketing and editorial. That's what I did prior to Beachbody. I actually started a digital marketing freelance company right out of college, basically. And I still own and operate that business, but now I have removed myself from working that business, and I work my Beachbody business full time. I started coaching in 2016 part-time. I was still a digital marketing freelancer. I was working that business full time and would do this during nap time or during after bed. I would do this at night. I would be getting on calls with my upline coach or her upline coach and watching power hours late at night, doing it while I nursed babies and stuff. And about a year in, I transitioned to more of a part-time. And then about 2 years in, I went full-time. I kind of stepped away from the digital marketing and went full-time about 2 years into the business. I am 3-time elite. I have hit Success Club every single month since I started. And as she mentioned, I am 9-star qualifying for business centers. So that's a little bit about me. I'm going to talk you guys through my path to success. You guys know the vitals. You know you have to invite, you know you have to be proof of the product, you know you have to do personal development. These are my 5 things for path to success now that you're a coach. So these are above and beyond what you already know and what Beachbody tells you are your vital behaviors, okay? Number 1 is commit. We're going to break these each down. Number 2 is to get results. Get results as a coach. I'm not talking about your fitness results right now. I'm talking about getting results in your business. Getting out of your own way, plugging in, and being consistent. All right, so step 1, we're talking about committing. What do I mean by you need to commit to your business? This business has 1,000% changed my life. I was literally talking with a girl today, and she's my neighbor. She's a nurse, and she is a cardiac nurse, has been working with COVID patients. I make so much more money than she does, and she, in my opinion, does a lot harder of a job than I do. And I was thinking about that today, how blessed I am that I have been able to build an incredible income from my home, not have to deal with COVID patients or dying patients or the stress of going to work or anything else. Thinking about that today, this has changed everything for me. I have not, in a recession, in a pandemic, my business has tripled. Who gets to say that, right? So first of all, when I say you have to be committed to this, your belief system has to be committed to your coaching job. Who lets their beliefs be altered by their family or their husband or their friends' opinions about what you do? I see the hands. I see some hands. Yeah, it's true. It's happened. And it was me for a long time. But if you let these people determine how you're going to believe in yourself, believe in this business, believe in your potential with this business, you're limiting yourself from day one. You have to believe in what you're doing 100% wholeheartedly. You have to believe in network marketing. You can't let people's belief of network marketing affect yours, okay? Network marketing is the only job in this world where you get to determine your pay structure. You get to determine your outcome with this business. You get to determine how hard you work and how much money you make. Who would ever say no to that? Why would you let anyone tell you that this isn't an awesome opportunity? You have to believe in the products. If you're here being like, oh, 21 Day Fix doesn't work, why are you here? You need to believe in our products so that you can talk about our products with confidence, with belief, with being able to put that belief into somebody else. You have to believe in what you're doing. So It's under my thing. And you have to believe in the process, guys. So if Beachbody tells you the way to success is to start by hitting emerald and then by hitting diamond and by using your social media, and we're telling you the things and your coach is telling you the things, you've got to believe them, because we are not telling you things to set you up for failure. We are telling you what's going to work. I know in the beginning I was like, oh, I can do this better if I just do it this way. Guess what, guys? It didn't work. Every top coach in this business has built their business the same way. And they tell us exactly what they're doing. No one makes it a secret. No one has kept a secret in this business. Some people do it better than others, but every single person has built their business the same way. So listen, believe what we're saying. Don't think we're just blowing smoke. All right, commit to your daily working hours. You've got to set hours. And why do I say that? I don't say that to be like, you have to have a schedule and you have to work from it. No, I say that because if you don't put it on your schedule, you don't create a schedule, you're not going to do it. And I don't mean that because you won't do it. I'm saying because life happens. I'll work later. I'll do it later. Yeah, guess what? The baby doesn't sleep and you don't get to do it later. If you don't put it on the schedule and commit to it, it just won't happen. So you've got to commit to it. You also have to respect your own time. Hey girl, you want to go shopping this afternoon? People know you work from home. You can do whatever you want, right? Oh, I can totally go at 4:00. I have to work from 2 to 4. Set your boundaries with yourself so that everyone else respects your boundaries too. Because if they know you work from home, they think you don't work. Hey, can you watch my kid today? I have to work from 1 to 5, but I can watch them any other time. Make sure you're respecting your own time so that other people will respect it too. When you sit down to work, turn off Grey's Anatomy, turn off your notifications on your phone, and work, okay? Don't scroll Facebook. Don't be trying to work while trying to watch a TV show. Don't be working out and checking your Facebook. That's my hardest one. Don't be working out and doing something different at the same time. Laser focus on what you're doing. If you're distracted during your workouts, you're not going to get results. If you're distracted during your working out, you're not going to get in your invites. So make sure you're laser focused when you're working. That's respecting your own time again. If you're not laser focused, you're not going to be as effective as you can be in this business. Also, this last one, skin of a rhino. Going back to the beliefs and everything. There are so many people who don't believe in what we do that you have to have the skin of a rhino and stand firm in your beliefs. Stand firm and be humble, be receptive to people's opinions, but be proud of what you're doing. Let things roll right off your back. Don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to all those. One of the coaches on our team is dealing with the anti-MLM Instagram pages blowing up. Stay off of them, block them, ignore them. Don't let them get into your head. You've got to have the skin of a rhino in this business. And that goes for even just posting your workouts, posting your life, posting everything. People are going to judge you. Who are they to judge you? Let it roll off your back. You are going to change people's lives. This business has changed my life. I'm going to change somebody else's life with this business. That is the belief system you need to stand in. All right, so number 1 is commitment. I hope you guys are writing things down, things you're good at, and what do you need to be working on that we just talked about? What are some things you guys can be working on that we talked about?
Hey, Steph, real quick, can you, while you're sharing your screen, I think it's at the top, can you let people in? I think there's a few people.
Oh, sorry, yes.
No, you're good. Just before you go, I was like,
don't think it'll let me.
She's on a roll.
I don't think it'll let me. Oh, wait, there we go. Yep. There was 3.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yep, no problem. Thank you. Keep reminding me. Ow, this little girl's biting. Okay. Step 2. Can't see it. Get results. Okay, this one's pretty serious. Results are huge for our business in terms of physical results, right? Who would want to join you if you're not seeing fitness results? Who's going to believe you that the programs work if you're not seeing fitness results, right? Who is going to believe you that this business works if you're not seeing business results? I personally did not sign a working coach until I hit 2-star. 2-star, guys. I built myself to 2-star. And that is when I got a bonus and it was flashy and it was pretty and people were like, oh, hey, I got to go to Vegas not Vegas, it was LA for New Leader Conference. I got to do the fun things. And then people are like, oh, dang, what is this? And that's when my business exploded. But I built myself to that. I had my husband and a friend, and we ran together. Like, she had like her mom and sister or somebody sign up, and I helped her sign other people up. But would you sign up with someone if you saw them like posting and not making any money with it and wasting their time? Probably not, right? So you need to control the controllable and do the work. Get yourself to diamond. Get yourself to star diamond with your control account. Get yourself to the point that you're getting recognition and you're getting the flashy stuff that Beachbody sets up for. So 1 star now is all you need to be going to New Leader Conference. You'll get an invite to go to Vegas next year if you hit 1 star this year. Control the controllable and get yourself where you need to be so that people are like, oh, wow, she's actually successful with this and she's doing this. Control the controllable, because you need to show everyone else that you're in this for the long run, that you're seeing success with this, because people need to see that. You know what I mean? So I think that's enough on that one. All right. Number 3, get out of your own way. Okay. Get out of your own way. We all have limiting beliefs on this. And this, I actually want to open up and just chat for a little bit. What is holding you back? I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Put it in the chat box or raise your hand or unmute yourself and share what's holding you back in this business from getting to where you want to go. Fear of what? Myself. I need more specific, guys. Myself. What is holding you back? Like, specifically, what is holding you back? Fear of failure. Okay, I'm going to talk on that for a second. Fear of failure. What if you fail? You fail. Like, okay, so fear of failure. But you're never, if that's holding you back, you're going to fail. If fear of failure is holding you back, you're going to fail because you're not letting yourself take the next step to get to where you need to be. What if you don't fail? What if you change your life? Fear of failure is literally, I hate to say this word because it makes me feel like I'm being a B word, but it's an excuse, right? It's something that you're letting you tell yourself, Charlie, I love you. You know that. It's an excuse. You know, especially you know you could be successful in this. And as you say, you need to get your head out of your A and just do it. Okay. That's how you say it. It's just an excuse. Fear of failure is just an excuse to not do it. Do it. You will never regret doing a power hour. You will never regret sending the invite. You will regret not doing it, right? Every day you miss a power hour. You're like, damn it, I should have done that today. Damn it, I should have done that today. If you did a power hour, who regretted doing one that day? Oh, I shouldn't have worked today. Said no one ever, right? The only way to, okay, I'm trying to read some of these. General overwhelming feelings when needing to send a ton of invites, talking to a ton of people. Overwhelmed is a choice. I believe in that. So if you feel like you need to send a ton of invites, talk to a ton of people, you need to get yourself out a tracker and use it, because it's not going to make you feel so overwhelmed. Get out a tracker and check them off as you go. Work on one box at a time. Stop being overwhelmed by the whole thing and start with one piece. What is one thing you can check off? Then go to the next thing. What is one thing you can check off and go to the next thing? Not having knowledge to grow and know how to start the conversation of the cold message. Training. You just told yourself what you need to go do. Okay. That needs to go on the things I need to work on page. That's not holding you back. That's just something you need to go learn. Getting out of my comfort zone. Fear of this. Getting out of your comfort zone. Okay. That is something that holds a lot of people back. They're afraid. What is your I want to, Shauna, unmute yourself, please. Where you at, girl?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
So what are you afraid of in terms of, what's your comfort zone? Where's the line?
So I am very introverted, and so I have a hard time sometimes talking to people because sometimes I feel like that I'm bothering them, I think that's like people pleasing too. So I guess that would be that would be like what that fear is.
Okay. So has Beachbody changed your life?
So I am just starting. I have not received anything yet. But so far I have actually been following Kelsey for probably about a year, and it has changed my life through her. So yeah.
That's awesome. So what I would recommend for you is to work with your coach, do a power hour together. Get on, I'm talking to everybody right now. So if you have similar fears, get on a power hour with your upline and be like, let's work together and tell me what to do. Walk through it together. Even if you need to share your screen and let your upline be like, okay, send a message to this person. And once you send those messages, you'll realize how it's not scary. It's always scary sending the first message. It's always scary doing it the first time. But once you do it, it is not scary anymore. So I would love to hear your progress with that once you do get past those boundaries. But there is what is it called? The Fear of Failing or something like that. There is a book. I think it's called The Fear of Failing, is a book, which I think you might really benefit from. Personal development. You all better be doing that. If anything is holding you back, go find a book about it. That's kind of where I was going with this. Stop letting any of these are all excuses, guys. I'm sorry, but they are. None of you are incapable of doing a power hour. Not a single one of you right here. I haven't read all of them. Not a single one of you is incapable of doing a power hour. Every single one of you is capable of going, sending a friend request, sending a message. It's whatever excuse you're telling yourself that's stopping you. So if you want to succeed in this business, you have to figure out what you need to do to get past those barriers that you're putting up. Okay? And you are all capable of doing that. It's a matter of diving into personal development, having a call with your upline, and just pushing through it. If you want this bad enough, you will do it. Okay? All right, I'm going to share my screen again.
Will you check the waiting room again before you start sharing again real quick?
Thank you. I keep forgetting.
You're welcome. You're good.
Okay. All right, number 4, plug in. This one is huge for me, and I've talked about it many times with my own team, so they will be hearing this over and over. But have you ever been part of a team before? Most of you have probably been part of a team. I always, to go back to my Girl Scout, I was a Girl Scout for my entire life. Total girl. Stop, baby. I was a Girl Scout for like literally 16 years. Can you please stop yelling? 14 years. I think that's how long you're allowed to be in. And then I was a Girl Scout leader. And when I was a leader, there was can you have a pasty? Hi, can you be a good girl? When I was a Girl Scout leader, there was this little girl who would only come like once a month. And she never felt like she was part of the group. None of the friends wanted to play with her. Some of them didn't even know her name. She never felt like she was there. And her mom would be like, she doesn't feel like she's part of this. I'm like, she doesn't come. No one even knows her, right? So like as much as I encourage her to be part of it and encourage the team to show up, they don't, because they don't know her. If you don't feel like you're known on this team, show up. Show up to the team calls. Show up in your challenge group. Show up in the message threads. Message people individually. Make friends. Be there. Encourage the other people. If you're like, I don't even know, like I'm an introvert, just start encouraging. When people start to see your name, they'll start to recognize you. And as they continue to see it, they're going to know, oh my gosh, that's the girl who's always loving on my post. She's so awesome. Lean into this community when you're struggling. Be part of it. Go to Summit. Go to the retreats. Go to the everything. Go to the Super Saturdays. Plug in. Even if you're somewhere very far away from your team, plug into your local community. I'm part of the Market Council here in Charleston, and it makes me feel like I'm part of a greater team. And that keeps you motivated in between your team events. When you see people, like even just going to the grocery store and seeing another coach, it's like, oh my gosh, hey, like it's so fun to run into people when you show up and you're part of the team and people know you. So I really, really encourage you to actually show up to your team, to Beachbody in general, and let your name be known, right? Corporate calls. If you are a diamond or above, you would be added to your region's corporate group. If you're not, ask your upline. They will get you into a group. Show up in there. Make friends. Make success partners. That's how Morgan and I met, was a corporate group. So like show up and I encourage you to reach out to other people, because it will make you a better coach. You're going to learn what other people do. You're going to be inspired by them. You're going to learn things that you haven't been taught, that someone else was taught. I encourage you to lean into the greater community. And drum roll, please. This is the most important piece of this business, okay? Consistency. Can I get an amen? Yes. Consistency is literally the most important piece of the, she's like, what, Mom? You're going crazy over here. Consistency is the most important piece of this entire business. If you are not consistent, you better write down in that other column right now, consistency is something you need to work on. Every single day, I have shown up for this business for 4.5 years. Every day. The days my husband and I want to kill each other. The days I'm having a baby in the hospital. Every single day I have shown up to this business, and I do not even kid you on any of that. Swear to you, I sold a challenge pack the day she was born. Swear to you. Every single day I have shown up to this business. Every single day I am showing up on social media. And if for some reason I'm not on social media for like 12 hours, my team is like, where are you? Are you okay? Are you dead? Like, are we good? You have to be consistent. Showing up on social media, sending the invite. Maybe you don't send 40 invites every day, but you better send 5. You better send some. You better be connecting. You better be messaging. You better be showing up on your social media, because if you take a weekend off social media and you go to message or go to post on Monday, your engagement likely, I'm not saying always, is going to be low. You're going to have to build that momentum back up in your social media. Also, you're going to have to, I'm going to share this. I share this with everybody. My team's heard it 1,000 times. When you start out as a coach, you are at the bottom of a mountain. Your job is to build momentum, right? So every day you've got this big boulder you want to push up this mountain. One step at a time, you are pushing this boulder up the mountain, up the mountain. Oh, you and your husband get into a fight. I don't want to work today. What happens when you stop pushing that boulder up the mountain? That boulder comes down, it squishes you, it flattens you, and you are back at the bottom. When you let go of the gas, you end up back at the bottom. If you never let go, you find that sweet spot at the top of the mountain. And that's the golden spot for network marketing, where you can let go of the gas a little bit and enjoy the ride. That is the purpose of network marketing. That is the purpose of what all of us are working for. But it has taken me 4 years to feel like I can take a weekend to go away and turn off my social media. It's taken me 4 years of every single day showing up to my business to get to this point. One more story.
Hey, Steph, can you let a few people in?
Yes.
Sorry, they're just messaging.
Oh, you're fine. It's good. Okay. When I first started coaching, I read this story somebody else wrote at some point that said, if you treat your Beachbody business like you treated college, I'm not talking about all the nights out and all that stuff. I'm talking about your degree, okay? So 4 years of going to class every single day, right? 4 years of going to class, spending the hours in class, then going home, doing the hours of schoolwork, and then rinse and repeat, right? Every single day for 4 years. And when you graduated, then what? You hoped you got a job. Hopefully you weren't living in your parents' basement. 4 years of this business, of putting in the work, learning for several hours a day, and then implementing for several hours a day. In 4 years, where do you think you'd be? I can tell you, you can't even imagine where you would be. I promise you. if you spend the time and you put in the work and you put in the effort and you go through that list of everything you need to work on and you actually work on it, you don't even know where you could be in 4 years from now. I never imagined I'd be where I am. My wildest dreams, it would have never happened for me. I am nothing special, guys. I am 5 foot tall, not a fitness model, not that billboard that you expect to see as like the top Beachbody coaches. And Morgan and I are both in the top of this business. There's nothing that stands between you and your goals and whatever you want to get to, except for consistency and doing the work. And that was really fast. I talked really fast. Sorry. Do we have any questions? I'm going to let you unmute, Morgan.
Hi. Oh my gosh. That was so good. I'm like fired up. So good. Yeah. If, I guess it's up to you, however you want to do questions or however long you typically stay on, if, you want people to unmute or post in the chat box. But yeah, you guys, like, ask her questions. That's what she's here for.
How do you like talking about income / motivate people from that standpoint? I am not afraid to talk about income. Actually, Morgan and I were talking about income today. I think that this is one of the businesses where you have to talk about income. Some coaches are like totally against it, and it depends on you and your relationship and your standpoint with money. But my husband thinks it's weird that I talk about money. I think it's important because if I didn't see the success of coaches that are more successful than me, I wouldn't know where I could go and I wouldn't know how hard to push. You know what I mean? So I do share income. I share it when I have great income months, like, let's be honest. So when we have great income months, or we have great paychecks, or we have anything that we think is worthy of sharing, right? That's when I share. In the beginning though, I shared that I was able to pay the whole mortgage. I shared that I was able to start a savings account. I shared the things I did with my money versus so much of like how much money I was making. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Tyler said she didn't know it was possible to make a living if we didn't talk about it. And that's so true, because I know that was a huge thing for me. Like, I just thought people probably made like money here and there. And then once I saw like the actual potential, I was like, okay, I'm in. Sign me up.
I know that pushed me harder to see what the success in the business is, that it makes you want it so much more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Feel free to keep asking questions, guys, whatever you want. And I'm an open book. Like, I am not afraid of questions either. Whatever you have, I will tell you my God's honest truth.
Ask. What do you feel like? I'll ask for people just because I know. Like I had posted in here when you said you don't have to send so many invites a day. We have to do something every day. You don't need to do all the things. But what would you say? Are you a numbers person, or like, I know I share with my team, like I kind of base my numbers weekly. Like, I don't say I'm going to do this much this day, but just curious, like how you, it's cool just to hear how different coaches do things and make it work for them. And
I'm a tracker person. So I print out trackers pretty much every morning, and I go through and I do, my goal is always to complete a tracker, but whatever I complete, I'm kind of okay with. You know what I mean? Like, as long as I know I tried my hardest. If tomorrow, if like I didn't do anything for some reason that day, which honestly literally has never happened, but then I would try to go harder the next day. But I mean, for the most part, I always start with invites, because invites are the hardest, but they're the most money generating business activity you can do. So don't go and start saying like, hi, I love your cat. No, hey, you want to join my group? Like, you got to start with the hard questions and then go to the easy stuff. Eat That Frog. If that's something that's hard for you, Eat That Frog is a really good book to get you into the mindset of doing the hard stuff first. Yeah, you just said that. Expand on these trackers. Are you meaning a checklist for the day? Yes, checklist. So like the checklists that say, like send 10 friend requests, send 20 invites. You have mine?
Do you use the Success Club bat, or you have one of your own?
I have one of my own. I can send it to you if you want.
Yeah, we have. I'm always curious. We have several in our new coach training, so you can kind of pick what works for you. And then I've actually worked with who does my graphics to kind of create our own team one. But
Yeah.
I always love seeing what people do.
Yeah, we do the same thing. And I feel like with trackers, every tracker kind of focuses on something different. It's usually the same activities, but there's a focus on something different. So I personally end up switching trackers every few weeks so that I don't get bored. I get every time I switch a tracker, I get re-lit and re-excited. It's like getting a new planner, right? And you get so excited about this new planner. By month 3, you're not even using it anymore, but you get a new one and you're so excited about it again. So I feel like continuing the excitement every once in a while is just switching up those trackers makes it really simple.
That's such a smart tip. Someone asked, I can kind of go through if it helps, like, how do you start convos with strangers?
My conversations with strangers usually start with, hey, just want to introduce myself so you didn't think I was a creeper. I usually like all the pictures. Where are you from? Something really simple. And then it goes into like, where are you from? What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a fitness coach. Oh my gosh, I need to work out. And then it's usually, I kind of drive the conversation into what do you do for a living? And then we go from there.
That's so smart. I love that too, because then it's such an easy way when you ask what they do and they ask back and you're like, oh, hi, do you need help? Thanks.
Yes.
About how much time do you spend on your business now as a super freaking awesome full-time coach?
Honestly, 4 to 6 hours generally, but with freedom to do what I want. So if my kids are driving me absolutely crazy, I will put it all down and go to the pool. Like, and then maybe if they're sleeping, if they all go to sleep, I'll work a little bit more at night. But on a normal, like, ideal day, 4 to 6 hours. But with freedom to choose what I want to do.
Yeah, I would say about 5 broken up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an interesting one, but how do you explain nicely, maybe to prospects, I'm assuming is what Kelsey is asking, like how Beachbody is different than maybe another MLM if they're like hating on MLMs?
I don't get into it. Not worth my time, if I'm being 100% honest. Not worth my time. If they're interested and they want to have a like real conversation, but I will not defend what we do. I don't think I need to defend. I don't need to defend my relationship. I don't need to defend my choice as a mother. I don't need to defend my job. So I think that's where the skin of a rhino comes in, and you just kind of let that roll. Delete the comments, block the people if you have to. But I don't think it's our job to convince anyone.
Yeah, so there was some convo about it works, but you just answered that. We ignore them.
Yep.
Do
you do the same thing?
Ignore?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like how you said, like groups that are anti-MLM, like you can't, even if someone posts, like in my upline team page, I'm a admin. So like, and we have an understanding, if someone posts a negative post, like it's getting taken out. Like we don't need negativity. We don't need people being like, did you see what this MLM, like,
yep.
Just stay in your lane.
Yep. I love that.
Yeah.
Do I cold invite to hit ranks? Hell to the yeah, girls. Don't be afraid of the cold invite. If I am, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing if it's your first ever message to them. I do think that sending your first message, hey, I'm a fitness coach, you want to join my group, is gross. But if you've already introduced yourself to them, they've already seen your posts, you're going to show up in their newsfeed. A message that I might send is, hey girl, I don't mean to bother you. Don't even know if you're interested, but we just opened our group for June and I think you would love these ladies. Do you have any fitness goals of your own? Something very simple that's not directed towards them losing weight, not directed towards them thinking that they need this, but just saying, I think you'd love these people. Do you have any fitness goals? I think that's absolutely fine. And when I am pushing for a goal, I will not be afraid to get into Messenger, click on the active contacts, see who's actively online right now, and send invites.
Did you have a question, Elizabeth?
Yeah. I'm really struggling with coach invites. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So there's there's multiple ways that I send invites to coaches. First, if I love their profile, like if they stand out to me in some way, like maybe she's another mom and she literally like doesn't have her shit together like me, like we are just kind of trying to get through life together, and or what I just seem to relate to her a lot. I'll send her a message and be like, I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in, but XYZ, this is why I think you would love us. Do you have any interest in learning more? And I would explain to her why I think she would be a good fit. I would literally sit down for a second and think, like, why would she be good for our team? For her, not for me, but for her, why would she benefit from being on my team? And then I would put that into writing and tell her that. And then I have a Facebook like sneak peek and a Instagram sneak peek. So I would just be like, do you want to learn? I have this little group on Instagram or Facebook, whatever I'm on. Would you like to learn more? Yes or no? Like, whatever they say is what I would do with them. I do cold invite to coaching. I don't think it works. I mean, I do it because like sometimes you want to check that box, but I do think that coaching invites for me go best when I am talking about coaching in a story, posting about coaching, or like I just said, I see someone who I think would make a great coach. Otherwise, if someone likes my post or watches my stories, I will invite them too. If I'm talking about coaching. Hey girl, saw you checking out my stories about my team retreat we're having. I can't help but think you might be interested in learning more about coaching. We've got this little group. Would you like to learn more? Very simple. Like, I never put a lot of pressure on it. I never talk about Beachbody. I never talk about Shakeology. Like, I never talk about products to make it feel salesy. I talk about like how it's changed my life. You know what I mean? Like what my lifestyle is. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's true too. If you are struggling to invite to coaching, you need to share about coaching more. That's the first step. Like, and don't just say like, okay, a couple of times this month I'm going to post about coaching. No, like a couple times this week at least. And the more you talk about coaching, the more then, just like she said, people who like that watch it, like you right there have people to invite.
If you have big goals, who agrees that it's easier to invite to the challenge group? Yeah. Lock in Success Club in your first week. Spend the rest of the month inviting to coaching. That's what I would recommend. Like, focus on it. Talk about coaching every single day. People don't even know that you're doing it. People don't even know what the potential is. They don't know what it looks like. Show them what it actually looks like to be a coach. Show them that you're working. Show them that you're on a team call. Show them that you just got this new planner. Show them that you just redid your office. Show them that you literally can't stand your children because they won't leave you alone for 5 seconds so you can think and write a message. Show them that you are a working mom from home and you're not making any excuses, that they can do this too. Show them that your husband does or doesn't support this, but you've got goals and you're going to do it. Tell them your goals. Tell them your vision. Tell them why you started. Tell them where you're going. Tell them about the trips you can earn. Tell them about everything. There's so much you can talk about with coaching that you'll never have to repeat yourself.
Yeah, I preach that to my coaches all the time. They've heard me say, this is your timeline of like the last few days of a month into the first week of a month, you're posting and inviting to challenge groups. You're going to hit Success Club and then you can start to share about other stuff. So look at her.
She thinks she's going to crawl.
Does anyone else? I know it's like 8:52. So does anyone else have any other questions? Oh my gosh, look at her.
So when you're a working mama outside the home and are brand new, how would you suggest bring people in? Talk about the fact that you can do this from your brand new coach. Talk about your goals. Do you want to quit your job? Do you want to do this part-time? What are your, maybe you shouldn't say you want to quit your job if your employer sees you on Facebook, but like, talk about your vision with this. Where do you want to go with this? What do you want to do with this? And show them how you're working in the cracks of your day, or maybe you work before you go to work or after you go to work, whatever you do. But share just real life. Yeah, you can totally share about upline success. I think that is the beauty in this business, is that Morgan is an elite coach. I'm an elite coach. Our businesses are structured completely differently. Every single one of you has a different business than the other. Every single one of you has a different coaching story than the other. So sharing other people's coaching stories and how this fits into their life is super important. If you can't get them to commit to a challenge pack, I would say that you haven't shown them the value, or they can't afford it, or they're not ready. It could be multiple different things. The only time I have pushback on the only time I have real pushback on a challenge pack is if they don't understand the value in it and what they're getting. Or if they truly can't afford it. If they can't afford it, then it's just not their time, and we'll talk about it later.
Okay, I think unless there's any lingering, I know you need to get your little girl to bed.
Yeah.
This has been so good. So good. It's going to be a re-listen for sure. Does anyone else have like any lingering, like one last question for Steph, or?
Does everyone have a list of things they're going to go learn? Good. I love it. I see the nodding heads.
Awesome. Cool. Yay. Well, I'll shoot you this recording too so that you have it for your girls as well. And I did see we missed, because I know this is like, we just combined team calls, but you guys had a new diamond.
Yes, Stephanie Wilkinson.
Yes. So congrats to new diamond, because I know we shouted out some rank on this end, but that's super awesome. So glad we could combine for a couple weeks. This was fun, and hear from both of us. And everyone just keep plugging along in your businesses. So many good things happening in June. Apparently, I know I was like freezing in the beginning, but check your back office. Everything's there about stuff I was talking about. And yeah, sounds good.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, everyone have a good rest of your night.
Bye.
Yeah.